Well, go this way. Yeah. So in the last installment, the beginning of the video, you saw me welding up my lathe. Well, the reason was so I could make an extra long drill bit. I want to route the brake lines through these two holes here, and then through this underneath the spring mount here, and then continue on. I got the other side drilled already. The holes were already there. I'm guessing that this is like for some other car, maybe, and the trailing arms go there, who knows. But they were already there. They're just slightly undersized to get the hose fittings through. And so I gotta get through here. Alright. Back off here. That's it. Alright. So anyway, I think I'll just keep on going and get that one little bit off back there. Oh shit. Damn it. Welcome back to the channel. Continuing on with disc brake installation, I've got the driver's side emergency brake pretty much buttoned up, and for the driver's side anyway, and I'll go through how this all happens on the other side. They're really, I mean, the instructions are vague in general. They tell you to do this part, then that part, then that part, that part. They don't specifically go into all the idiosyncrasies and problems you may encounter with fitment. That being said, then I'll move to the other side and I'll go into the assembly procedure that I did, and you'll be able to see all the details of what I did. Here's the cable fitted up, and the guide is in with the C-clip. Everything's properly installed, but the cable's not connected at the front yet. That's coming. And also for the final fitment of and routing of the e-brake cable, I jacked the car up and put weight on the back of the car, so this is compressed to pretty much the ride height. As I stated before, I routed the new emergency brake cable through the existing holes that were in the trailing arm mount, and put a grommet in there. You know, you'll see that part later on. I got a clamp here holding the cable, and this is a little oversized, so it moves around in there a little bit, and so it rubs here on the frame. So I took a piece of scrap plastic tubing and slid it and put it so that that's rubbing on the frame instead of the plastic coating of the cable. And then it touches my fuel line up here, and I did the same thing. And then from there it goes through the hole that you've seen before in the previous episode, and continues onto the front of the car, and we'll get to that part later on. Now we'll go to the other side and actually go through what I did on this side. So I guess the first thing you could do is take this C-clip off. There we go. And then next, could take off all the T-nuts, but the one that is the lower one that is towards the forward of the car the most, which me facing it would be on my right lower. You don't have to take that one off, but you should loosen it so that everything's kind of floating around, and you can have a little looseness there, so everything self-aligns itself as you're putting this all together. Okay. All right, getting the last T-nut out here. All right. Now go the brackets on, or on-go the brackets, whichever you prefer. So, what they don't tell you in the assembly instructions, well, at least I didn't see it, is that when this goes together, the first one that you got to put in, and this is, you're facing the axle with the wheel part coming at you, is that this lower one down here has to be the first one you put in, because of the shock mount in combination with the trailing arm mount that comes down, because this comes down like so and the T-nut just won't fit in. So you have to get it started in the hole and lower it into position and kind of finagle it in there. You'll turn the T-nut around and try and wiggle it in there, or you can, I don't know if I did it this way on the other side or not, or you can tip it back. What you don't want to do is enlarge the hole. Here we go. See, there you go. So yeah, so kind of start from the bottom and rock it forward. It'll go in. Start bringing this all together. All right, bring this forward. There we go. All right, so we got that one in, and you slide the other ones in. Okay, got all the hardware on, and it's loose. Everything's still floating around a little bit. You're going to want that when you go to put the caliper on, so it's going to make it easier. So next you can fit the rotor. And once again, right now, I'm just fitting this all together. This isn't the final installation. This is like the final fitment. This is like the assembled final version for my car. So on goes the rotor. Get that flush up against there. You can put these down hand tight, as long as it's bucked up against the axle plate. Here we go. Now the caliper goes on. Okay, at this point, this is just a suggestion. I would take out the return spring for the parking brake. This is the only way you're gonna get the C-clip on for the cable anyway. So just take that out before you even put the caliper on. And then to this tab right here, you can bend this back about 45 degrees. This is gonna make putting the C-clip back in on the clevis a lot easier. And this is only here to hold the spring in, you know, when the clevis isn't in. So I guess that ain't gonna hurt much. I did it on the other side. Once the clevis is, the cable guide's in anyway, the spring ain't gonna go anywhere. So now you can put the mount the caliper on. And how smooth this goes. Okay. A lot better than the other side so far. Put the mounting pins in there. Catch the bottom. There we go. Okay. Now, cable guide or clevis, however you want to call it, into the mounting hole. Yeah, let me turn the camera a little bit here. I don't know what kind of view I'm getting. Yeah, that's a little better, I guess. Hard telling at this angle. I got the camera up in the wheel well. So now, yeah, this is going to be a job. Get the C-clip in. This ought to be a trick. Go. Kind of got it right there. Well, you want to get it right up against. There we go. I don't know if I should go. I should probably try and go in from the top. But I'm here now, so let's give it a shot this way. If I can get this in here, push it against that edge, just snap it right in. Alright. I don't break my face on this frame member first. Come on. Yep. I wish I could get at it this way. Damn shock's in the way. Alright, let me get it. Let's try it from the top. Get it out of there. Shove that in there all the way. Make sure you get it flush from behind as much as you can so you can get the closest groove on the cable guide as possible. Yep, that thing slid down on me, damn it. There it is. Okay. No broken fingers and cuts. That's what we want. Now you can put the spring in. Spring's got a flat end on one end. And that's going to go right here. So you slip the cable over. And get it across that tab. I bent it out. Or bent out. Not bented, but bent out. Struggle and grunt and get your cable in. Let's see if those little vice grip thingies will work. Ooh, come on. There it is. Ow, god damn. Yeah, gotta be careful, boy, it'll bite you. Alright, so the cable's in, the spring's in. Put the cable in the catcher here. There you go. And that's pretty much it. Now we'll go underneath and route the cable, all that kind of stuff. We got to get the jack underneath the car and put the weight on it like I did before. So that's the next step. if this is going to be fine. Because of, yeah. All right, then we got the car jacked up. Got the weight on the. We got weight on it, so that the axle is acting as if it's at right height. All right. Okay. So put a clamp in. You got the natural. The cable's resting where it's going to rest during normal travel. Alright. Get out of the way. Over tighten it. We pull the cable in place here. There we go. One cable held in place. And there's no fuel line, of course, on this side. So you check what makes you happy here. It's all good, clear and running. And it's going to rub right here, so I'm going to put my protective, I'm going to put a protective sheath, I guess, over this and get a couple of zip ties on it. There you go. So now we got a parking brake install pretty much complete. This is the passenger side. Got our clamp in through the whole, back this zoom action off here. There we go. From the previous episode, I got my permanent clamp. I'm going to turn that one a little bit. I don't like that. So the cable's routed. And I got the proper clamp in here now. Got rid of that cheapo plastic thing. Up underneath here, where the drive shaft's gonna live. And back across to this clamp, to the next pair. From the passenger side, meeting down to the, oh man, there we go. Meeting down to my homemade cable holder. Get down to the parking brake cable attachment, which will be in another next thrilling episode. I'm going to cut it off here. That last one was like 28 minutes, 29 minutes long. And the battery's starting to take a crap in this camera, so if you're here watching, thanks for stopping by. Got a few more subscribers. Good deal. Thank you for coming by and checking out my stuff. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.